Please welcome my young co-host, David O'Kane, who will join me for today's event. David, how's it going?
Thank you, Tiro. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my pleasure celebrating some of the brightest minds who will soon be shaping Nigeria's future. Let's keep the energy high and the conversation going. Do not forget to drop your comments and your thoughts online, regardless of where you are joining us from, whether Facebook, Zoom, or even YouTube. You and join the conversation.
Yes, join the conversation on all social media platforms, and please remember to use the hashtag SystemSpecs CEC 2025 hashtag CEC channel. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, allow me to speak back and don't. It's now time for a formal rendition, national anthem of the Federal Constitution. Please rise wherever you are. And Highland Orchestra, please rendition, national anthem. Federal Constitution.
What it said. National anthem. It's not loud enough. It's okay. Well, let's join something. Is this thing charging?
Charging. It's charging.
Alright, now I'm going to speak for 19
So what you see on Zoom is what they are projecting.
First one, no. First one, yes.
Then see me, I actually don't to say John.
Yes.
Let me join. Let me see what you feel like. It's the same thing that's happening online. I hope network is not failing. Network is
Good afternoon.
wow.
Our distinguished audience and all the award winners. It's indeed a pleasure to have you to join us today as part of a team of Nigerians in Nigeria and beyond to celebrate the youngsters who are making the nation proud, who have distinguished themselves among thousands. It's my pleasure to welcome you, no matter where you're joining from, and to thank you for identifying with us on our vision of building a vibrant ecosystem of young Nigerians who are committed to changing the world with technology. It's our pleasure to welcome all the participants who give their best, of all the parents and teachers who invested in these tech champions, and more importantly, those who put themselves on the line and leverage courage to present themselves to the world. We are super proud of every one of you, and I think everyone indeed deserves a round of applause. It's a beautiful day here, and we're more than happy to host you. For those who are on ground, who've been our guests since yesterday, who have been introduced to the world of technology, where we operate under the SystemSpecs group that's been in existence for over 30 years, championing technology through software in Africa. On behalf of our group managing director, the visionary and founder, Dr. John Tanya Barra, on behalf of the managing directors of our 4 operating entities, Remita Payment Services Limited, Human Manager Limited, What to Deal, and SystemSpecs Technology Services Limited. We are indeed glad to be hosting this event today as another testimonial to our commitment to building this nation and making Nigeria a reference point for technology innovation in Africa and indeed across the whole world. So it gives me great joy to welcome you once again and to just ask that you enjoy the moment, and once again to congratulate the winners who have been celebrated today, who have been put on a path onto greater heights and greater glory in their chosen professions, wherever that may be from this early stage. Thank you and welcome. Enjoy the event. Thank you.
What a way to start the event. Very good words, laced with insight and yes, great wisdom. Indeed, we are building bridges between talent and opportunity. And yes, with those words, we have indeed set the tone for this event. Thank you very much, to the National Director of the Payment Services Limited, Mr. Henri. At this time, I will now take words from the chairman of SystemSpecs, Dr. Ennis Ludwig, FNSE, OFR, passionate advocate of youth empowerment and innovation. His words will definitely ignite our collective. Ladies and gentlemen, we take off chairman's yes. Dr. Ennis Ludwig, FNSE. Welcome.
You didn't chat something there, but you want to follow from me. Wow. The sound, we need to leverage. No wonder it's trying to come. So fun. What was on the
and efforts that technology. But even before every invention, every app, code, or robot, good afternoon, proud parents, distinguished educators, and our dear young champions. It is with immense pride and a deep sense of purpose that I welcome you to the 2025 Children's Day Essay Competition CDEC Awards Ceremony. What we celebrate today goes beyond essays and awards. We are witnessing the rise of a generation asking bold questions and daring to offer bold solutions. In a world where ideas shape destinies, this is profoundly important. It is heartwarming to see thousands of young Nigerians reflect, write, and reimagine a better future through the lens of technology. This year's theme, how I would use technology to mobilize my peers for a greater Nigeria, captures the essence of what our country needs: vision, collaboration, and action. Because the truth is, no single genius, government, or company can transform Nigeria alone. Real progress will come when we all, especially our youth, rise together and act with purpose. And what better tool to unite voices and efforts than technology? But even before every invention, every app, code, or robot, there was imagination. Every innovation begins with someone asking, what if? Now in its sixth year, CDC reflects SystemSpecs' unwavering commitment to national development by nurturing technology capacity in young minds. It offers a space for them to think critically, dream boldly, and express how technology can shape the Nigeria they will one day lead. Over the years, we've received tens of thousands of entries from all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. This year saw yet another large surge in participation, which is proof that Nigerian children are eager to engage meaningfully with technology. We must acknowledge the pivotal role of our parents and teachers. You hold the hearts and minds of the future. The conversations you allow, the curiosity you nurture, and the access you give to safe technology serve as the foundations for national transformation. You are the reason a child doesn't just dream, but dares. To our leaders in government, community stakeholders, and partners, the task is clear: to create environments where young people's ideas can thrive. National development is not built on infrastructure alone, but on insight, imagination, and inclusion. Nigeria is a young nation, not just in years, since independence, but in demographics, with over 60% of Nigerians under the age of 25. That is not just statistic, it's strategy. In a world being reshaped by AI, automation, and digital disruption, our most valuable resource is not oil, it is the minds of our youth. When we invest in their voices, we fund national hope. Technology is a powerful enabler for learning, working, and living. But our children must not remain passive consumers. They must become creators, builders, and problem solvers. That's why CDEC exists, to plant the seeds early. This year, over 60% of entries came from girls, a remarkable stride towards gender inclusion. This is not just encouraging, it is transformative. Across Africa, young people are building life-saving solutions, founding billion-dollar startups, and leading global programs. Many before the age of 20. Over the past decades, many of our youths have been influencing social change through technology. What does this tell us? The next major breakthrough in Nigeria might begin in schools in Lagos, a village in Benin, or a classroom in Port Harcourt. We're already seeing the signs. At SystemSpecs, we've spent over 3 decades building technology that powers payments, payrolls, and possibilities. But our true investment is in people, especially the next generation of thinkers and innovators. CDEC is our way of giving back, our way of saying, we see you, we believe in you, we are building with you. You are not too young to lead, you are not too young to help build the Nigeria of your dreams. Technology has given you the power to reach millions, whether through campaigns, educational apps, or social movements. The dream of a greater Nigeria is not far off. It is as close as the next idea. And if we keep working together, curious, committed, and connected, we won't just reach it, we will redefine it. Thank you And congratulations to every participant. God bless you.
Next generation of innovators, creators, and problem solvers. Thank you very much, sir. My speech was a powerful reminder that when our foundation is perfect, growth becomes connected.
He doesn't want us to go out.
Thank you very much, sir. Shannon, lots of ladies and gentlemen, all together. Now, that we express the same message of position is the focus responsibility our success and it serves our long and investment of forward technology solving problems now talk with you in achievements arrive as SystemSpecs yesterday. It's wonderful to get on everything. I like
Our dear young change makers, thank you so much for joining us at the grand award ceremony of the 2025 Children's Day Essay Competition at SystemSpecs. Our vision for the CDEC has always been clear: to inspire, identify, and elevate the next generation of thinkers and problem solvers by promoting digital creativity, purposeful education, and structured in support of national development through technology-driven capacity building. This vision has continued to guide and shape our approach year after year as we create a platform for young minds to express bold ideas towards shaping the future of their country. This year, our theme was how I would use technology to mobilize my peers for a greater Nigeria. The topic was intentionally chosen to move beyond individual brilliance and instead challenge our participants to see technology as a tool for collective progress, youth-led transformation, and nation building. Through this thing, we give students a chance to imagine themselves as the real drivers of a better Nigeria, empowered by innovation, collaboration with their peers, and the use of digital tools. The 2025 CDEC cycle spanned 20 weeks of hard work, fueled by our unwavering corporate commitment as well as our dedication and collaboration with our valued stakeholders. It began with our official announcement on February 3rd, followed by a 10-week submission window from February 7th to April 21st, and then a 3-stage, 4-week-long evaluation process, all culminating in the announcement of winners on May 27th, Children's Day, a symbolic way that SystemSpecs celebrates our nation's future leaders annually. And today, to bring it all together in this grand award ceremony where we celebrate the excellence and the promise of our 2025 National Tech Champions. This year, our focus centered on 4 key priorities: expanding awareness and participation nationwide, ensuring transparency, rigor, and fairness at every stage of the process, welcoming a diverse participation across gender, regions, and learning abilities, and measuring the real-life influence of CDEC on individuals, schools, and communities. And so how did we perform on these 4 priority areas? As always, CDEC 2025 received entries from all 36 states and the FCT, showcasing the true national presence of the initiative. Participation grew by over 34% this year alone, and this is a testament to the growing relevance of this platform for the great impacts for which it is intended. Today, we have surpassed 20,000 cumulative entries, and we are proud to report growth across both the junior and senior categories, both the public and private schools categories, as well as both across the male and female participants. And I'm also very proud that more schools continue to align with the CVAC vision, with many now encouraging.
My name is Adekunle Ademile. So I'm a director here as well. So don't mind us on our paraphernalia. I think there's a lot to do. I'll bring the work with me. So I'm more engineering. I'm sure you would have expected I would have liked it now. Thank you. Okay, so it is presented. Let me allow you doesn't get a finish before it's it's a technical glitch. It didn't get a finish before it's done.
Yes. Okay. Now we put This is an tool. This is
And our dear young change makers, thank you so much for joining us at the grand award ceremony of the 2025 Children's Day Essay Competition at SystemSpecs. Our vision for the CDEC has always been clear: to inspire, identify, and elevate the next generation of thinkers and problem solvers by promoting digital creativity, purposeful education, and structured engagement, all in support of national development through technology-driven capacity building. This vision has continued to guide and shape our approach year after year as we create a platform for young minds to express bold ideas towards shaping the future of their country. This year, our theme was how I would use technology to mobilize my peers for a greater Nigeria. The topic was intentionally chosen to move beyond individual brilliance and instead challenge our participants to see technology as a tool for collective progress, youth-led transformation, and nation building. Through this thing, we gave students a chance to imagine themselves as the real drivers of a better Nigeria, empowered by innovation, collaboration with their peers, and the use of digital tools. The 2025 CDEC cycle spanned 20 weeks of hard work, fueled by our unwavering corporate commitment as well as our dedication and collaboration with our valued stakeholders. It began with our official announcement on February 3rd, followed by a 10-week submission window from February 7th to April 21st, and then a 3-stage, 4-week-long evaluation process, all culminating in the announcement of winners on May 27th, Children's Day, a symbolic way that SystemSpecs celebrates our nation's future leaders annually. And today, we bring it all together in this grand award ceremony where we celebrate the excellence and the promise of our 2025 National Tech Champions. This year, our focus centered on 4 key priorities: expanding awareness and participation nationwide, ensuring transparency, rigor, and fairness at every stage of the process, welcoming a diverse participation across gender, regions, and learning abilities, and measuring the real-life influence of CDEC on individuals, schools, and communities. And so how did we perform on these 4 priority areas? As always, CDEC 2025 received entries from all 36 states and the FCT, showcasing the true national presence of the initiative. Participation grew by over 34% this year alone. And this is a testament to the growing relevance of this platform for the great impact for which it is intended. Today, we have surpassed 20,000 cumulative entries, and we are proud to report growth across both the junior and senior categories, both the public and private school categories, as well as both across the male and female participants. We are also very proud that more schools continue to align with the CDEC vision, with many now encouraging mass participation among their students. This year, over 15 schools submitted 20 or more essays. Last year, it was less than 10 schools. These schools understand the future and are equipping their students accordingly. We encourage other schools to do the same. We are also so proud of the states that recorded over 100% increase in submission this year. These states are Benue, Ekiti, Gombe, Imo, Niger, Zamfara, Osun, Rivers, Ogun, Sokoto, Taraba, and Anambra states. These states have demonstrated the
anytime. thought this was one that was supposed to be. What's going on? This one she was so
Okay, so I have something. So there will be times where you have questions. You may doubt yourself. You may find that imposter syndrome is certain. You may question. You may think you should carry this. It's Truth stood out. Your emergence, senior consideration, SystemSpecs 2025 Children's Day competition has shown us and promise within you. This recognition is a powerful affirmation of your abilities and the bright future that awaits you. Remember this feeling of let it be a constant source of motivation as you navigate challenges and seize opportunities at this end. We do not doubt that you will rise today with patience, with courage, embrace every opportunity, and leave a lasting mark wherever you go. These words should be your voice now. Chant your course and shine bright.
Oh, I didn't see it.
There was
Like on the floor, and my set, they didn't even see it. They didn't even see what was going on.
just because of their entrepreneur, you've never known. You don't even know when it's called. It's so painful. So painful.
The life that we are recording is These are no longer
That's true. Wow, this is lovely. Are you drinking water? Don't put your hand in the drink. Go and leave the music. Don't say that you didn't hear anything. I didn't hear it.
They said that they don't say that they're looking at. They said that they don't share that.
What is it?
That's good that during the presentation when they were still doing our there was no sound. So today, yesterday, they said that we were looking at.
What is your answer? Like, can you get the answer?
Yes. They said we don't share that kind of thing.
Huh?
We don't share that kind of thing. So that's what we were doing.
That's it.
Yes. Maybe we're
That was such an incredible job. Thank you so much, Timila. It's great to always listen and watch you play. And I think we're going to you, right? Yeah. So now we're going to go to Mr. Timmy for the next line of event. Thank you so much.
No, they are on the social platform, but you use Zoom as a
Thank you very much,
video.
David. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's now time
You know why? Because they recorded everything they want to
and
present.
for this
So as it goes on, they keep, moving in between these things. They explore yes, ma'am. I said they're exploring technology and getting this to happen. So saving time instead of doing it live, you understand? It feels live to those who are watching. For those of us here know that it's not live. So they recorded some things and then they put things it kind of exposed me to certain possibilities instead of making everything live and it feels there's a waste of time. This kind of
class attendance. They say we need food, not tech. But we're too small to do big things. They say I'm too young to understand tech, too young to build anything. Some of us learn other things. We share devices. We wait for NEPA to do light. But even here, we are learning to code, to design and to dream. Years ago, no one imagined 10-year-old could fill out his session report with formulas on Excel or aim their mom backup phone data to the cloud. But they were wrong.
the way they do it
Children
now,
are
you
coding,
put yourself
designing websites, fixing bugs, teaching their parents
You just
things.
put your phone
We can
and just
try,
talk.
we can learn, we can imagine.
not
We saw
afraid
what
to
was
explore.
possible, and once you imagine, you can build, you can solve it, you can live, you can teach others. I was becoming a robotics engineer. I want to use AI to reduce infant mortality rates in Africa. I want to design a gaming outside. So don't ask if children are ready for the digital age. Ask if the digital age is ready for them. The question is not whether can they do it. The question is, will we give them the chance?
Good question. This is not a luxury, it's a right. It's too short. Finally, it's short to go through the words. Text from there. That's somebody's idea, I think. Text from there. Text from Is the rural Somebody speaks on
And the message is clear, right? It says the question is not, are children ready for the digital age? Is the digital age ready for them? So basically all over Africa, young children, young people are beginning to learn digital skills and they're using this to impact their communities. Well, like the children you saw in the video, you must definitely not let society tell you that you're not qualified or that you're too young to learn and maximize digital tools. I would like to remind everyone here today that you're capable of learning, of using, and of teaching others to embrace the power of technology to change your world and to impact your community. And on that note, I would say good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, distinguished guests. Good afternoon. I'm standing on all existing protocols. It is a true honor to be here today as the keynote speaker of the 2025 SystemSpecs Children's Day Essay Competition Awards ceremony. I am grateful to the organizers, SystemSpecs. Thank you for extending this invitation and for creating a platform of Nigerian children. The SystemSpecs Children's Day Essay Competition is more than just an event. It is a movement. It is a movement that gives voices to the dreams, to the concerns, and to the innovations of the next generation. Today's ceremony is not just a celebration of writing talent. It is a celebration of your ideas and the power you have to influence your friends, your schools, your communities, and even your country. This year's theme, from peer influence to national impact, reminds us that real change starts small. It starts when you teach your friend how to use an app to study better, or when you speak up on your WhatsApp or Telegram group, telling people about something positive in your community. That is when the real change starts. But today, I would like to say that you are the forefront of a new era of innovation, driven by technology and digital creativity. Just like the Nollywood filmmakers that a lot of you probably know, who bring stories to life on screens, or the entrepreneurs who are building thriving e-commerce platforms like Jumia and Konga. Technology puts in your hand unimaginable possibilities and gives you the power to shape your future and tackle challenges we all thought were never possible. As we all connect from wherever we are virtually, I see almost more than 100 people on this call today. This simple virtual ceremony shows the power of what we are here to celebrate, that innovation has no boundaries. We live in an era where all you need is an idea and the courage to share it with others. Let's take a moment to talk about what technology is and what technology is not. For one, technology is not just about streaming your favorite shows on Netflix or playing online games like Candy Crush. It is about connection, it is about creativity, and it's about making your voice heard. Imagine being able to share your art, your ideas, your passion with people all over the country, or even better, all over the world. With technology on your side, you can inspire movements online, you can build communities, you can showcase your talent, and you can drive change. With technology, the possibilities are simply endless. Though Nigeria faces so many challenges, which include and not limited to unequal educational opportunities, poor educational and technology infrastructure, I can say that for a fact, because we live that reality every day in my organization, and then economic uncertainty. But yet our people, our young people, are our greatest asset, and we have the power to shape the future and drive progress. With more than 60% of our population under the age of 25, like the chairman of SystemSpecs said earlier as well, we have a demographic advantage that only a few nations in the world can claim. This makes Nigeria not just a youthful nation, but one with extraordinary opportunity to shape a future led by vibrant and technology-savvy citizens. But this advantage is not automatic or guaranteed. It depends on our joint willingness to embrace responsibility and to claim ownership of our future and to exercise the leadership that this moment demands. I would say that Nigeria is already ours. And when I say ours, I mean every single young person who is logging in here today, every teacher who is shaping the mind in the classroom, and every parent who nurtures curiosity at home. We must take responsibility for the world we live in. We must take ownership of the stories we tell, and we must take responsibility for the leadership in the solutions we develop. Across Nigeria, young Nigerians are making significant impact. I'll tell the story of a 13-year-old Joshua Kuala, popularly known as the coding genius, who built EduMaster to enhance educational outcomes for students in Nigeria. This app has gained traction for its potential to improve access to quality education in underserved areas. Another story is Kachi Naji. At 19, this technology enthusiast from Enugu developed smartboards that have been adopted by several local businesses, providing them with a cost-effective solution to enhance customer service and experience. Young Nigerians all over are building platforms to connect artisans to customers, creating online spaces for women to share business ideas, and even using data to track and improve environmental issues in their communities. This is what it means to redefine how to lead in the digital age. Now at Tech for Dev, which is the organization that I represent, we are privileged to stand alongside these young makers by equipping them with the skills, the platform, and the mentorship they need to turn ambition into action. We believe that digital literacy is a fundamental human right. No child should be left behind in the digital age, regardless of gender, location, or socioeconomic background. Every single child deserves the opportunity to understand, to use, and to create digital tools. This belief led us to launch the latest campaign on the International Day of the African Child, titled Digital Literacy as a Right, which was the video that I showed earlier at the beginning of this conversation or address. This campaign is a call to policymakers, educators, parents, and civil society. It demands that digital literacy be treated with the same importance as writing and reading. And that digital literacy is not a privilege for the few, but it is a right that every child must have. Through this campaign, We're working to ensure that digital education is embedded into the national curriculum, that infrastructure is improved in communities, and that no child is excluded from participating in the digital economy. Through our 10 Girls Drive initiative, we carry out advocacy across 30 African countries where we operate as an organization. We visit secondary schools, religious gatherings, and community centers to ignite the curiosity and passion among young girls aged 8 to 18 around STEM. This initiative is rooted in our belief that catching them young is the most effective way to close the gender gap in technology. Rather than focusing on only technical skills, the 10 Girls Drive is about shifting mindsets. We help girls understand that they too can be technology builders and not consumers. I remember that the indie corporate services mentioned that over 60% of entry for this particular competition today is from girls. We expose girls to the stories of women trailblazers in technology, to inspire and to give them a dream and a desire to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. By instilling belief and providing tangible role models, our plan is to start a lifelong journey of aspiration and empowerment. In addition to this, we developed the Tech Girl Squad book, an engaging advocacy storytelling tool targeted at girls between the ages of 6 to 16. This is a very exciting one, right? It's a book that follows the journey of 4 vibrant young girls and characters. Maria, who represents West Africa, Watoni, that represents East Africa, Lerato, that represents Southern Africa, and Mona, that represents Northern Africa, representing all different regions across Africa. Together in this book, they attend a fictional school called the Love Abroad International School, where they share the curiosity and courage lead them to explore the exciting world of technology and STEM. Through their adventures in this book, these girls learn about coding, they learn about robotics, they learn about artificial intelligence, and mathematics, discovering how technology can be used to solve real-world problems. Their story demonstrates that tech is not only for young men or young boys and adults, but that young girls like them, who are curious, who are smart, who are full of potential, can also be involved in technology. It encourages young readers to imagine themselves as inventors, as coders, and as digital creators. The Tech Girl Squad book is also more than a story, it is a movement. This book has become an effective tool that we are deploying in schools, in learning centers, and even in churches and in mosques, right? Helping young girls dream bigger and see that the future of technology includes. For fundamental skills are only just the beginning. We know that to change Nigeria's narrative, our young people must grow into technology and not just benefit from its wonders. That is why we created Kids, a computer in a box educational solution designed to bridge the STEM gap in primary and secondary school classrooms. This kit contains tablets loaded with curriculum-aligned simulations and allows learners visualize STEM concepts in a way that textbooks alone cannot convey. Every child in Nigeria can come to learn about the joys of technology, whether they are in a proper classroom or learning under a tree, and they can do this through the Kids in Nigeria. Yes, programs and platforms as powerful as they are cannot substitute for a living environment. As a nation, it is time we begin to establish policies that eliminate infrastructural bottlenecks, that modernize our learning curriculum, and equip our teachers to guide digitally augmented learning. We must invest in broadband expansion so that the students in any state can access the same online resources that one in an urban center or urban area can access. We must mandate digital skills training in every teacher preparation program, ensuring that educators are as fluent in virtual labs as they are in planning for lessons and lesson plans. We must incentivize the private sector partnerships to build community tech hubs. I heard SystemSpecs say earlier that they do donate devices to schools, and that is just absolutely fantastic. Right? When we do that, we enable learners of all abilities to explore, to experiment, and so that they can excel. My personal conviction is that digital literacy should be treated as a fundamental human right. No child, no matter their background, should be excluded from 21st century skills that define opportunity. This is a call to all stakeholders, government agencies, corporate partners, civil society organizations, educators, parents, and even yet, all the young people here, young people yourselves, to join hands and build a Nigeria that truly works where nobody is left behind. Now, as I gradually start to wind up on my address, I must mention that we're standing at the dawn of a new era, an age defined by artificial intelligence, which I'm sure a number of you must have heard about. AI is no longer a future concept. It is already embedded in our daily lives. From voice assistants like Siri on smartphones for people who use iPhone, to smart recommendations on Google. When you search on Google, right, Google is AI enabled to be able to support your search now. As this technology continues to evolve, it is important that we prepare young people not just to interact with AI, but to shape it. For Nigerian and African children, the promise of AI is transformative. It holds the potential to bridge learning gaps, to expand access to quality education, and to open entirely new pathways to learning and innovation. But this potential cannot be realized if we only equip or if we do not equip young people with the knowledge and the ethical grounding needed to navigate and contribute to this evolving landscape. Young people must be taught not only how to use AI tools, but also how they work. We need to show them what the good sides of AI is and warn them about what the bad sides are. By doing so, we are not only raising users of artificial intelligence, but we are raising future builders, we're raising future machine learning engineers, we're raising future AI system designers, and we're raising policymakers to ensure that AI helps humanity equitably. This is why at Tech for Them, we're integrating AI awareness into all our digital literacy efforts. Through storytelling books and tools like the Tech Girl Squad that I mentioned earlier, and hands-on workshop in our brother programs, we are demystifying AI for young learners and helping them see it as something that they can understand and influence, and it's not something that is distant, complex, or beyond their reach. To protect the rights of young people in this AI age, we must ensure that they are not just digitally included, but they are digitally empowered. For the young people here today, start by imagining a world where a smart assistant can guide you through your homework when your parents are not around. I also want you to imagine a system for a world where your ideas turn into animations just through a few clicks on your laptop or on your phone. Or a world where you can create applications that can help your community. That world is not far away. It is here, and it is now. As I finally wrap up on my speech, to all the finalists and every young person tuning in, you are the architect of our shared future, and you are the ones that will be raising this nation to the next greater height. I implore everyone, I'm an imagination person, so I will say, I implore everyone to imagine a Nigeria where technology innovation thrives in every corner, where young people, our own young people, lead the way, where communities come together and solutions are developed to tackle local challenges. A Nigeria where creativity knows no bounds, and the next big idea can come from anywhere, can come from our children, can come from our young people, can come from our youth. In that Nigeria, young people see technology not as a toy, not as Candy Crush, but as a tool for transformation, a tool they use responsibly, creatively, and passionately. In that Nigeria, our national development agenda is not just by policy briefs, but by the collective genius of all the young people collaborating across every frontier to change the country. This is a Nigeria that we can, and this is a Nigeria that we will achieve together. Thank you very much, everyone. I'm super excited to be here today, and congratulations to all of you.
Nice to see your face.
That was quite an inspiring address filled with great insights, practical tips, and useful knowledge. Thank you very much, ma'am, for sharing from your wealth of personal and professional experience. That address was really perspective, optimism.
Yeah, you can see it properly.
Thank you indeed for reminding us
There's
that
somebody there, but you can see what she wants to show you properly.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Don't drop your smile. I don't think you understood what you're trying to say. You are sitting close to see. Because it was trying to. So you can see.
All right. Now, I hope we are all having a good time. Next up, our first panel today will feature 4 representatives from the CDEC participating schools. Today, these bright students will share their insights on the topic, Care, Power, and Tech for Good. Voices from students on building a greater Nigeria, which, by the way, is an offshoot from this year's theme. This session will be moderated by none other than Uchenna Henri, our 2021 first prize winner for the senior category.
Hello everyone, my name is Henri. I'm grateful to SystemSpecs for this great opportunity, and I'm excited to moderate the first panel session on the topic Care, Power, and Tech for Good, Voices from Students on Building a Greater Nigeria. To kick things off, let's start with the introduction. It's a general question, so everyone gets to speak. Let's start with Ademi. Ademi, can you tell us your name? Where are you from? Can you tell your name? Ademi, can you tell us your
Hello, my name is Ademi from Georgia. HSC students from Abesa Comprehensive Junior College with a passion for technology and for programming. I aspire to be a computer programmer.
Thank you.
That was short, Abba.
And my future ambition is to become a neurosurgeon. Thank you.
Also, introduction, very thanks for that. Thank you, Latoya. Thank you, and welcome to the panel. Could I so please agree with introduction?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Muna Today, a 16-year-old student from Henri College with a deep passion for medicine and technology. I aspire to become a medical doctor who uses technology to build healthcare solutions.
Thank you, Munachimso, and welcome to the panel. Now, to the heart of this panel conversation, peer influence is a powerful force. We know that when students learn that the outcome can be either positive or negative. So my question goes to Mary. Mary, when you gather to talk with your friends, what do you usually talk about, and how has this year's theme changed because of the conversations you have with your friends?
Okay, thank you for this beautiful question. Before the SystemSpecs National Essay Competition, my friends and I would often speak about Nigeria's bad roads, poor infrastructure, and the remaining terrible things about Nigeria. But after this topic was released, we were able to understand that Nigeria can change using technology, and we can make Nigeria a better place if we could use technology to solve the solutions. Thank you.
That's the kind of peer power we're talking about. Thank you, Mary. Actually, would you like to share with us what you usually talk about with your friends and how this year's theme has changed the narrative of your conversations?
On a normal year, when I have friends out together, we talk about creational activities.
Okay, it seems like Adeomi is having a bit of network issues. Munachi, so would you like to share with us the kind of conversations you have with your friends and how this yesterday has changed the narrative of the conversations?
Thank you for the question. So before the competition, me and my friends tried to talk about pending things like assignments, things we need to get to on time, what are we doing next. But after the CBC essay competition, we started talking about the solutions to Nigeria's problems in technology. What can we do instead of schooling? How can we provide solutions to things that we can actually do as young children?
That's amazing, Munachi. From talking about the problems facing Nigeria to thinking about solutions to those problems. That's exactly what parent parents can do. Moving on, we are aware that young people are the future in Nigeria. But in order to shape the future, they need support from the present. So therefore, having big dreams is not enough. We also need people who support us and believe in us. Therefore, my question goes to you again, Munachi, what kind of help would you need from schools, from your parents, or from the government to truly make a difference in Nigeria?
Thank you for the question. So, to truly get support for things like this in Nigeria, I believe first of all, we need support from ourselves. We need to understand that technology is not only a distraction, but we need to understand that we can use it to motivate each other. We need encouragement from our parents and teachers. We need guidance from them and from the government. We need things like this. We need more opportunities like this, more platforms for our voices to be heard and for solutions to be made. Thank you.
Thank you, Munachi. Munachi has pointed out to us that the government needs to create an environment where our ideas can grow and can thrive. Latoya, would you like to contribute to what she said? Latoya, are you here with us?
Yes, I am. Okay, so if I was to help my country, I would need all the support I can get. I would need encouragement,
How do we solve network problem?
Okay, from what Latoya has said, thank you, Latoya, once again. From what she has said, she has explained to us that very little with us can go a long way in helping us achieve our dreams. Moving to the next question. Across Nigeria, we see many new challenges, but we also see how technology is being used to provide solutions to them in small but meaningful ways. So, Latoya,
If you buy their stuff, why can't the one on the device?
Latoya?
Everyone who cannot afford that one can also.
Okay, Mary, the question goes to you. Mary, from your perspective, what is one big challenge that young people can solve using technology in your school or neighborhood?
Okay, in my opinion, one big challenge young people can solve using technology is finding career and finding purpose and career direction. Many people today find it difficult to go for the career they want to or to know what they really want to because of the many career paths out there. But technology can make it easier with the use of online platforms that allow children to be able to learn quizzes so that they will be able to find their directions. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing, Mary. Latoya, are you still here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, would you also contribute? Would you like to contribute to what she said?
Yes. One issue
behind this projection, there are about 10, 15 people working on it because that movement is very fast. That movement, switching from slide to slide, from screen to presentation to
to make when water is running, to filter the bacteria and death, so as to make water clean and safe to use, clean to drink, safe to wash, and any other application of water.
Thank you for pointing that out, Latoya. Sometimes we think that tech has to be big and flashy, but even small innovations like dynamic filter, as Latoya mentioned, can create real impact. Moving on to the next question. Role models inspire us to dream bigger. In Nigeria, we have many young innovators, coders, creatives, and activists
who are using tech to change lives, often with little or no funding. Adeomi, this question is for you. Who in Nigeria inspires you with how they use technology, and what have you learned from watching them?
My role model in Nigeria is Kagan Tech. In the tech world, Kagan Tech is a lifestyle content creator, a businessman, and an influencer. Some of the qualities that I want to imitate are from some of the qualities that he has taught me is to be passionate, resilient, and also be adaptable to every situation where you find yourself.
Thank you, Adeomi. Thank you. It's nice to know. It's great to know who inspires you. Mary, would you also like to share with us who in Nigeria inspires you, their technology, and what you have learned from it?
Okay, the individual in Nigeria that inspires me is Chinonso Egemba, also known as the Apropos Doctor, with his latest invention or his latest venture, our Doc. Our Doc is a WhatsApp-based platform that allows its users to be able to share their problems and for experts to acquire solutions without having to queue up at any medical institution like the hospital. So this has inspired me a lot because I want to become a neurosurgeon, and now I believe that technology can actually make me solve problems in neurosurgery. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mary. I love how your dream to become a neurosurgeon. Okay, I love how your dream to become a neurosurgeon isn't just about treating patients, but about building tools to make healthcare more accessible. Thank you for your contribution. And our final question here. Young people are already building communities online, using tech to laugh, using tech to learn and to solve problems. My question is to Munachi. Munachi, if you could create your own tech group on WhatsApp, Telegram, or any other platform, what would be the name of the group and what would it be about?
So, thank you for the question. I would establish a tech group called a vibrant tech group committed to exchanging ideas, solving local problems, and nurturing entrepreneurship among Nigeria and the world. The name reflects our identity, the next generation of brilliant minds ready to innovate and disrupt status quo with technology at our fingertips. Thank you.
I love that name, Munachi. So next gen innovator, it shows vision, it shows purpose, and it shows that you have a drive for success. Thank you for that idea. Latoya, would you also like to share with us if you could create your own tech group on WhatsApp, Telegram, or any other platform, what would be the name of it and what would it be about?
Okay, you can create a community or tech group in Nigeria for young teenagers. I would call it Tech for Nigeria. It's for Nigeria, just like the name says, and help young for their tech group, allow them to achieve, giving them items and every other thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your creativity, Latoya, and thank you all so much for your amazing contributions. It's clear that we as young Nigerians aren't just tech users, we are tech leaders, using innovation to create impact. To everyone here today, whether you're coding, writing, organizing, or just learning, you have a role in shaping a better Nigeria. So let's keep using technology not just to connect, but to uplift. Thank you again to our wonderful panelists and to the SystemSpecs team. Thank you for making today possible. Enjoy the rest of the event.
Now, for an energetic discussion. Thank you so much, panelists. Once again, please turn on your camera just for a quick group photo, and your gift will be delivered to you to thank you and appreciate you for coming to join us here today. Now, we have another panel, which is the Young Achievers panel. It will feature real-life change makers, young achievers who are already transforming their communities. Get ready for stories that challenge, inspire, and fuel your faith in Nigeria. I, David Oke, will be moderating this session, and I cannot wait to get into this conversation. The title of this panel will be How We're Using Tech and Talent to Inspire a Greater Nigeria. With me today, the first person I will call on to join me on panel is Darasini Nandi.
Oh my God.
Darasini Nandi, a Nollywood teen sensation. Darasini rose to fame in the movie Opera and has since bagged multiple roles and major award nominations. She is